So if a seller is sitting on an asset, let's say the seller bought the property 30 years ago and has never touched the interiors, and the seller is personally friends with every single tenant. So the seller is, allowing the tenants to have rent that's $800 when realistically the rent should be $1,200. Well, the seller's not an idiot, and nor is the broker that's representing the seller in the sale. So they're going to sell the property at a price that is baking in the upside that they know is there. The only time that you can really make money in a true alpha sense is when you're doing something that the seller doesn't know about. That's how you actually make money. Because if the seller knows of
Or
your
have the ability to do something that very few can do.
well, yeah, I mean, in effect, yes, that's right. So that's true alpha. So when someone is pitching a deal to you and they're saying, "Well, this is a great deal because we're raising rents by $250," you have to take a step back and ask the question, "What is the yield on cost?" At the end, that's the crux. That's the
Well, that's
brass.
what Josh asked. Josh, our friend, and hopefully soon to be capital partner, asked, what is the number one thing that you look for? And what you said without hesitation, it was yield on cost, untrended, trended. If you want to dive
Untrended.
into that, yeah, untrended, yeah. What's the difference between trended and untrended for me
Yeah,
and also the listeners?
yeah. So a trended yield on cost is basically when you look at the year, let's say year two or year three yield on cost. So you basically look at your pro forma and you look at your year three NOI and you divide it by your purchase price and your renovation budget. And basically that would be your all in cap rate in 3 years. And an untrended yield on cost would just take you wouldn't grow the rents over time. You wouldn't trend up your income into year three. You would just look at, okay, what are my pro forma expenses right now? And where do I think I can push income? And then that's your NOI. That's your stabilized NOI that you haven't trended up yet. Obviously, because in an underwriting model, you're going to typically grow rents by 2-3% per year. And so even if you're growing expenses by 2-3% as well, that's still going to be a net positive to your NOI. So a year three trended NOI is going to be higher than just a untrended stabilized NOI.